Tja, herzlich willkommen, liebe Medienvertreter, liebe Gäste. Zu Beginn einer neuen Woche und vor allem zu Beginn einer neuen Ära.
FC Bayern München is very happy to welcome their new head coach Carlo Ancelotti. Welcome to Munich, Carlo. And next to him, CEO Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. My name is Dieter Niklas. I will take my place here after the restructuring of the media area. Carlo Ancelotti is already learning German, but such a big press conference, he wants to speak in his own language, because we still have lots of questions, but we have a simultaneous interpreter, Italian, English, and German. But he will be able to say one or two statements in German, so very happy that you're here in such big numbers, but first of all, a nice little introduction. This is Carlo Ancelotti as a player and as a person.
I am really excited to go to Bayern, to be the manager of Bayern.
It's an unbelievable person. I just wish every player can have opportunity to work with him.
Ancelotti was a fantastic coach. As a person, he was amazing.
I miss him a lot because we win many trophies together.
Dem schließt sich natürlich auch unser Vorstandsvorsitzender an.
And of course, our CEO will also have a comment. Yes, I would like to welcome you in the name of FC Bayern. I would like to welcome Carlo Ancelotti at FC Bayern. We have known each other for a long time. I was playing for Inter and he played for AS Rome, so we had many opportunities to confront each other on the pitch, and I can remember he was a hard, very fair opponent, and his career as a head coach is fantastic, as we've just seen. Up to the day he was with AC Milan. He won lots of titles with AC Milan. He won the Champions League. He was then with Chelsea, Paris Saint-Germain, and finally at Real Madrid, with whom he won the Champions League in 2014. I am very happy that we have been able to get Carlo Ancelotti to FC Bayern München. It's like winning him for FC Bayern, because he is the right head coach at the right time, at the right place for us. And I think that we will have a great, good partnership, and I am convinced what everything that has accompanied that FC Bayern over the last few years, the success, that will be repeated here with Carlo Ancelotti. We have a very good team. So Carlo is very happy with the squad. We spoke about the squad together. And I am looking forward to this collaboration, working together. And I'm very happy that we were able to get Carlo to Munich. So let's see what Carlo has to say, and he can give us his impressions.
Vielen Dank.
Thank you very much.
Ik ben zeer glücklich.
I am very happy and very proud
Hier zu sein. Ich
to be
möchte
here. I would like
Bayern dafür danken.
I would like to thank Bayern Munich for this.
Ich fühle mich sehr gut,
I feel very good
weil ich
because
eine der besten Club in der Welt bin.
I'm at one of the best clubs in the world,
Ich habe Lust,
but I am
eine
in
neue
the
Saison
mood.
zu beginnen.
I'm looking forward to start a new season.
denke,
I think
Mein Freund Guardiola hat
my friend Guardiola
in den letzten Jahren
has
hervorragende Arbeit
done some great work in the last few weeks, for the last few years.
Wir haben
We
eine
have
fantastische Mannschaft.
a fantastic team.
Ich bin glücklich
I am very happy,
und wir versuchen
and we
in
will
alle
try
Wettbewerben stark sein
to
und
be strong in all
zu gewinnen.
competitions and to win.
Ich möchte
I would like
unsere Fans begrüßen.
I would like to greet our fans.
Heute beginnt eine neue Saison.
The new season starts today.
Ich hoffe
I
für
hope
dieser Club,
For this club,
für alles Bayern Fans,
for
eine
all the
fantastische
Bayern
Saison
fans, that this will be a great season,
sein wird.
that
Ich
this
bin
will be a
sicher,
great season.
dass
I am
in
sure
der nächsten Monate mein
in the next few
Deutsch
months, my
besser
German will
wird
improve,
sein, aber
but
ich denke, ist besser für alle.
I think it's better for everyone.
Beginnt mit
I start with
Ihre Frage
your
in English
questions in
oder
English or in
Italian.
Italian.
Danke.
Thank you very much.
Wow, vielen Dank, Carlo Ancelotti.
Thank you very much, Carlo Ancelotti.
Also, das war doch die beste Aufforderung, die man sich wünschen kann.
Okay, that
nach
was
diesen
the best
Einführungsworten von
impression
Carlo
that you
Ancelotti.
can
Zum ersten Mal in der
imagine.
Allianz Arena.
So,
Dann, Sie kennen das
first of
Prozedere,
all,
genau Hand
you know
heben
the
und dann
procedure.
werden Sie
Please
ausgestattet mit einem
put your hand
Mikrofon.
up, then a
Das geht
microphone will be
ziemlich schnell
handed
bei
to you,
uns. Hier fangen wir gleich vorne an.
and
Da war
we
die
can
erste
start right
Handmeldung.
here.
Und dann bitte Ihre Frage
And then your question, please,
an Carlo Ancelotti.
to Carlo.
BLR, grüß Gott,
Hello,
Ancelotti, ein herzliches Grüß Gott in
Mr.
München.
Ancelotti, welcome to Munich.
Der FC Bayern war in den
FC
letzten
Bayern
Jahren eine Angriffsmaschine.
was a attacking machine in the last few years. Guardiola said that he loves to attack.
Wie ist Ihre Spielphilosophie?
What is
Und,
your match philosophy?
ist Ihr Ziel ebenfalls
Is it your goal
enorm viel zu rotieren?
to also
oder
rotate,
Sie eher eine festere
or do you want to
Stammformation
have a more secure first team
Ist es auch
setup?
denkbar, dass Ihre Mannschaft eher mal abwartend spielen wird und dem Gegner den Ball überlässt?
Or
Inwieweit
maybe you will leave the
FC
ball
Bayern
to the
München
opponent and you will hold back a bit?
Und was ich Sie gerne auch noch fragen
And what I
möchte,
would also like
was
to
ist
ask
in
you,
Ihren Augen das Alleinstellungsmerkmal
what
des
is
FC
the
Bayern in
one
Europa und in der Welt?
one
Vielen Dank.
real thing that marks FC Bayern Munich?
Bayern München is one of the best team in the world, one of the best club in the world. Bayern München has a fantastic tradition, has a fantastic history in the world of football. I would like to follow this line, so this style. Of course, I know very well that the style of Bayern München is to play attacking football. We want to play attacking football. I love to play attacking football. As I said, I have a fantastic squad. We are really happy. I am really happy for this. We signed fantastic player this season, and we try to do our best. This is our goal for this season. Of course, we have to take in consideration the characteristic of the players, but I'm not here to do revolution, because the job, as I said, that Guardiola made here was fantastic. and I would like to follow this style.
Nächste Frage da oben, bitteschön.
Marc Gabel, RTL NTV, grüß Gott, Herr Ancelotti. Alle
Hello.
fragen sich natürlich,
Everyone is asking
wird
themselves,
der Kader sich noch möglicherweise verändern?
will the
Wenn
squad
Spieler kommen?
change at all? Will any new
Sanchez und
players
Hummels sind
come?
schon da. Planen Sie noch weitere
Sanchez and
Verpflichtungen?
Hummel already
Und auch
here.
gegebenenfalls, wer wird den Verein möglicherweise noch verlassen?
And will anyone leave the club? Is there any possibility of that?
No, I think that the squad is really good. We are not talking with the club about new signing because we are really happy. Of course, the market is open until 31st of August, and everything can happen. But as I said, I have to speak now about the players that are until now in Bayern. Benatia is a player that is in Bayern, and I don't know what happened in the next day about him.
Okay, nächste Frage. Wo sind wir? Da ist das Mikro, genau.
Buongiorno Carlo, ti chiedo di rispondere in italiano. Intanto due cose, fra i tanti motivi ce n'è stato uno che ti ha spinto a scegliere il Bayern.
Okay.
Ho letto di una sorpresa
What is
che
one
hai
of the
trovato
reasons
quando sei
that you
entrato
have
nell'ufficio,
decided to go to Bayern Munich?
che ha lasciato Pep Guardiola.
There was also a question.
I motivi,
Is anything that Pep
come ho detto,
Guardiola
Bayern è
left you in the...
una delle squadre
Well, of
più
course, the reasons are
titolate, più importanti del mondo del
Munich
calcio, e credo che
is one of the biggest clubs
chiunque
in the world.
piacerebbe essere qui ad allenare questa squadra.
And everyone would like to be with this club and to be coaching this team and to, take advantage of this opportunity. And Guardiola left me a nice little message on the wall, and I just have a very good relationship to him. And I would also like to say I'm the second Italian who has been in charge of the club here. Trapattoni was the first, a legend. And I hope that I also can, leave a legacy here as he did.
Ja, Torben Hoffmann, Sky Sport News HD.
Okay,
Ich möchte noch mal
Herr Ancelotti.
Es ging das Gerücht rum, Mario Götze, vielleicht
There was a rumor that Mario Götze, or also for Herr Rummenigge,
ausgetauscht haben mit ihm,
that you spoke with him, the player knows about it. What did you tell him? Does he have a very good chance of coming to this club? And the next question, and this type of football that you'll be playing, are you going to have a settled tactic, 4-2-3-1? Is there anything that we can prepare ourselves for?
Long question, short answer. About Götze, I say what I said about Benatia. Until he is a Bayern player, I have to consider him a Bayern player. I will treat him as a Bayern player. I spoke with him 1 month ago, but this is a private conversation. I'm not going to tell here what I said to him, honestly. My style of play is I change a lot. I played 4-4-2, played 4-3-3. I play with 3 defenders. I have to take in consideration the characteristic of this player, but I don't think that as a style is going to change a lot compared to the last year, because the players are more or less the same, and so the style of play will be more or less, if we speak about system, will be more or less the same.
Bitte schön, ja.
Ja, Mr. Ancelotti.
Herr Ancelotti.
Hallo.
Eine kurze Frage.
A short question. How important was when you were employed here? How important was Karl-Heinz Rummenigge?
È stata la persona con la quale ho parlato direttamente, ci siamo incontrati
Yeah, it's very
e devo dire
important. I spoke
che
directly with him. And I have to say,
non c'è stato problemi, non ci sono state discussioni. È stato un
there were no
accordo immediato.
problems. We had very good discussions. It was, something we understood each other straight away, and it was also the wish of Bayern Munich to have me as a head coach here. And it was also my idea that I wanted to be the head coach of Bayern Munich. So everything was very fast and a very good decision, a very fast decision that I made.
Ja, ich habe Carlo ja zum ersten Mal in Mailand getroffen.
Well, I first met Carlo in Milan, and he said that in a correct way. We sat opposite each other. Can you think about being the head coach of Bayern Munich in the next season? And he said, yes. Yes, I would like to do that. And it was not a really long discussion about it, because Bayern Munich wanted to have Bayern as a head coach, and Carlo wanted to be the head coach of Bayern Munich. So the discussions were quite uncomplicated. And I think from the timing we were very happy, because a lot of English clubs were contacting Carlo to try and get him into the UK. So everything went quite quickly. It was quite uncomplicated. I can only confirm what Carlo just said. We both wanted this, and then we shook hands, and everything was quite clear.
Hallo, Herr Ancelotti.
Hi, Mr. Ancelotti.
Welcome
to Munich.
In dem Imagefilm 5-mal sind Sie Champions
So
League
you
geworden,
have
und
won
in
the
den
Champions
vergangenen
League
Jahren wurde
5
viel über das
times, we
Triple
just
hier
saw
in
in that
München
film.
gesprochen.
And we didn't talk about the treble. How much do you feel the pressure to win the Champions League back to FC Bayern? And a question for Carlo Ancelotti about Mr. Sammer. What is the chance that Michael Reschke will step up as sporting director?
A lot of people ask about me about the pressure. I was used. I had the luck in my career to train top teams. Milan, Paris Saint-Germain, Chelsea, Juventus, Real Madrid. Every top club wants to win. I know. So, but honestly, I don't feel a lot of pressure because I'm used. And second of all, I love my job, and I really love my job. I really love what I'm doing. We try to do our best. I know that Bayern had a fantastic history in Bundesliga. They won a lot of titles in a row. Fantastic history in the Champions League. We try to do our best. We want to be competitive in all the competition. I think that a manager can control everything with the help of the club. The only thing that we cannot control is the result, unfortunately. But if I control the result also, I will be a magician, and I'm only a manager.
Wenn ich die Frage beantworten darf, ich möchte vielleicht die Gelegenheit nutzen, um die Geschichte mit Matthias, die jetzt...
Okay, I would like to answer the question about Matthias. It has only really been a surprise for us in the last few days. For us, I had a few discussions with Matthias over the last few days, and I discovered quite quickly that he wants to end the chapter Bayern Munich. In April, he had a slight stroke. In April, and he hasn't been in the Sebener Straße there and hasn't really been carrying out his job as such. I had long discussions with him, and I also said that in the press release yesterday. And I said, I understand his whole viewpoint for life through this stroke has kind of changed his whole outlook on life. He always worked 24 hours a day, you know, and he had to actually think about his life, and he didn't think about that before. And I think because of this sad event that happened, that he had a new viewpoint on life. He said, apart from football, something that he loves very much, he actually looks at life in a different way these days. I had long discussions with him, and it was not just the one option for him that I offered him, that he would take off a few months off as a sabbatical, and maybe then he would be newly motivated, and then he could then go into his job in full force. But he said no, he doesn't think that that will be the option for him. He just wants to close this chapter, FC Bayern Munich. And that was something that we had to accept. It's a surprise for us, yes. You know, also that it happened so quickly. But we had to think of the human being, the person, rather than the interests of our club. So we also accepted his resignation. And your question, Herr Rolf, we will continue as the things are as they are now, as we have been doing this in the last 3 months, because Matthias has not really been working in the last 3 months due to his illness. So we have been spreading this over a few people, and we will continue that for the next few weeks, and then we will analyze this whole situation and make a decision then. Michael Reschke, we need him in the role that he is carrying out right now. He is responsible for scouting for us, and in the last few years he has been very instrumental in getting, if we look at Kimmich, Coman, and Sanchez, he also played a role in getting these players in. And FC Bayern needs him in the role that he is absolutely excellent at, and that is scouting. And I don't think it would be so good if we rotate that now. You know, we would maybe close one option and create another option. That's not really what we want to do. Thank you very much.
Nächste Frage hier unten, bitte.
Next question.
Buongiorno, mister Filippo Cataldo di Sport1. Abbiamo parlato con suo amico e maestro Arrigo Sacchi negli ultimi giorni.
We spoke with Herr Sacchi in the last few days, and he told us, apart from that, you are a very good friend of his, that you're a legend. He has lots of confidence in you. He always has. Now you come to FC Bayern Munich, you've got 2 new players. What do you say that Sacchi said? Yes, I have to say, I mean, really like it when I work together with the club and with this whole structure of this club. He sees me as a coach, head coach, and I want to have a really close collaboration and working relationship with the club. I am used to working very close with the club. Everyone has their own mentality, their own characteristics, and you have to take that in consideration when you're working together with the club. And we have a club here. We need players like Sanchez and Hummels. You know, that is great thing that we could win these 2 players for the club.
Sascha Stung für die DFL.
DFL. Ich glaube, Sie müssen
Sascha Stung. Und zwar, welchen Stellenwert für Sie hat die Bundesliga im internationalen Vergleich?
How important is the Bundesliga for you?
Der Bundesliga-Historie zu sein.
And how happy are you to be part of Bundesliga history?
La Bundesliga è un campionato, Champions League, Bundesliga is a really interesting championship. There are a lot of teams, Bayern, there are Borussia Dortmund, Wolfsburg. I think it's a competitive championship. What I like of this league, I think, is the ambient, the atmosphere that we can see every single time in every single match. There are new stadium, no violence, and I think that this is a good image for football in the world.
Bitte.
Taufik Khalil, Bayerischer Rundfunk.
Bayerischer Rundfunk.
Mr. Ancelotti,
Herr Ancelotti.
Beautiful places, Milan, London, Madrid. Now you come to Munich. It's called the most northern Italy city. How important is it to come to a place like this for you? What do you expect from Munich? How important is life for you? I think you said in interviews you like food, you like pasta, you like to live.
I like this city. It's a new experience for me. Neue Meinung, no, neue Erfahrung, and I love to be here, and I will taste in private special food here. It's true. It's really close to Italy, and maybe it's easier for me sometime when I'm free to go to Italy.
Dann die nächste Frage war hier oben.
Next question, up here.
Klaus Bergmann, Deutsche Presseagentur.
Okay, Herr Ancelotti.
Waren Sie beteiligt an den Verpflichtungen von
How much were you involved in the new signings of Renato Sanchez and Mats Hummels? And also, what is the situation with Mario Götze?
How much? As I said, I'm used to work with the club and for the club. And about this new signing, we were totally agreed, 100% with the club to sign this player. And I think that the club has worked really well to have these two players. And for Mario Götze, I already answered. He's a player buyer, and until he is a player buyer, I don't have to think other things.
Beantworte ich mal. Wir haben das so gemacht, wie wir es
Okay, we did it like this, the way we've always done it here at the club. We have made some suggestions internally, what positions we would like to improve on, and that was the central defense and another midfield player with the characteristics that Renato Sanchez has. And we are very happy that we got both players, that they have come to FC Bayern for the new season. They are two really strong improvements for our team. You can see this in the Euro. Hummels in defense and Sanchez, especially if you look at his age. These are two players are going to be really good for us. We're talking about the squad. I'm not saying it's impossible. Pierre-Emile Holger. We had one player who went to Southampton to a medical. He was on loan to Schalke 04, then to Augsburg. It was possible, it was his wish to go to a club where he can definitely be a first-team player. So the discussions with him and his agents are going very well. That was not a problem at all. We're talking about other players that might leave the clubs. I can't say anything about that because nothing is happening at the moment. I would not shut the door about new players coming in. Today is the 10th of July. And the transfer market is still open until the 31st of August. And I can think 2 years ago we had some problems as Martina injured himself at the Super Cup. So we had to look for a new player coming in. So we're not going to shut any doors. Nothing is planned. Whether we plan something big, I don't know. I don't think it would be good for us that we would put our cards on the table here. It's just the same with any other club in Europe.
Thomas Klinger, ganz oben.
Thomas Klinger.
Thomas Klinger, Bayerisches Fernsehen, ARD.
Herr Ancelotti,
Sie haben die Clubs aufgezählt, es waren immer nur
you've
große Clubs.
counted the clubs that you've worked for. You've always had great success at these big clubs. What do you have to have? What do you have to do to be successful at these big, big clubs?
Ein großer Trainer sein.
Be a big coach, big head coach.
I think, as I said, for a manager, the relationship with players is the most important thing, I think. The manager has to be able to work with the team, to support the club, and also have a really good relationship with the players, to have a mutual respect of them, and because I have an idea about football, and I have to convince the player that this idea is okay for them, and they have to play to go on the pitch convinced of this idea. If they are not convinced, I can change this idea without problem.
Machen wir noch 3 oder 4 Fragen. Die nächste ist hier, bitte, mit dem Mikro, ja.
3 more questions.
Hi, Carlo, you've said in your new book that you're ready for the longest period of sustained success in your career. Are you planning on Bayern being your last job in management? And can you also tell us what message that Pep Guardiola left you?
I don't know if it's my last job here. Depends how long will be this time in Munich, because this time in Munich is 24 years. I, like Ferguson in Manchester United, can be my last job. I don't know. Depends. Guardiola had, as I said, had a fantastic work here. I think that he won 3 times Bundesliga. He reached the semi-final all the times in the Champions League. And that means that his job was really good, really well done.
Die nächste Frage kommt von oben.
Ja. Hallo, Frau Ben-Hieber von Charivari von 90.5. Hallo, Herr Ancelotti.
Hi, Mr. Ancelotti. I wanted to ask, for which players will you put your hand in the fire? Which players are you absolutely convinced of for Bayern Munich? And you spoke about 7 success rules. Could you actually tell us about that in detail?
I think that there is no one key player here. There are a lot of key players. I can say the player that grew in this club. I can say the player that are doing really well. I don't want to nominate players here. As I said, I'm really happy for this squad. I think the squad is really, really competitive because we all covered in all the position of the pitch. I know that this team is really, really professional, really, really serious, and I love professional and serious players.
Die vorletzte Frage bitte da, Carlo Wild.
And the second last question, Carlo Wild.
Dann switchen wir gerade zum Herrn Mikrofon.
Posso chiedere in italiano, Carlo? Lei è stato a Milano
Carlo.
nel momento in cui il Milan ha vinto tanto, nel momento in cui il Milan era Berlusconi e Moratti. Che effetto le fa questa Milano presumibilmente tutta in mano a proprietà cinesi?
Moratti at Inter. What do you think about the new Chinese influence at AC Milan? Of course, the president could answer. I mean, what does that really affect me? Milan was always Berlusconi and Galliani. If a new owner should come, then I would have to think about that again. But Milan for me is Berlusconi and Galliani.
Jetzt aber die vorletzte Frage. Carlo,
Okay, second last question. Pep Guardiola is a big name as a head coach, but he couldn't win the Champions League here. Does that make your job easier here, or does it make the job even bigger for you because he couldn't win that?
To win the Champions League is not easy. All the top clubs start and begin the season to win the Champions League. To win the Champions League, there are some really special conditions. To be competitive, I think that this is the goal. The goal is not to, of course, everyone wants to win the Champions League, everyone wants to win the Bundesliga, everyone wants to win the Serie A, but only one team win. I think that the goal is to be competitive. And be competitive means that reach the semi-final. I'm not saying now that semi-final of the Champions League it's enough for this club. This club has to try to win the Champions League, but there is not only one club that try to win the Champions League, unfortunately. And so my work is not easier or more complicated. I come after a fantastic manager. I consider Guardiola a fantastic manager, a really, really serious professional manager. He has showed a good image for football everywhere he was, and I will try to follow, showing a good football, offensive football, and to enjoy the club, our supporter.
Eine Weltsprache fehlt heute noch. Die letzte Frage von dem Kollegen aus Spanien, bitte.
Ezequiel Daray de Fox Sports. Quería preguntarle, bueno, en español, disculpe. ¿En qué momento de su carrera le llega esta oportunidad? Claramente lo fueron a buscar por la Champions League, pero ¿qué tiene este Carlo Ancelotti de diferente?
When is the situation happened to come to Munich? But what about your experience with other big clubs? What has that been like? I have to say, if I look at my career right from the start, it's just a new experience here, very nice experience here. It's a very big club here, with a great history here. And I am just really happy here. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to this club. And they have a very good organization here in this club. And as I've already said, and I want to really be here. And I want to build up a great relationship with my players, to get to know the new players and to coach these players and get the maximum out of this club. And that is our target. That's what we want to achieve.
Vielen Dank soweit, aber es geht gleich noch ein bisschen weiter. Danke
Okay,
Carlo
thank you very much. Thank you.
Auf Wiedersehen. Wir wünschen uns alle viel
Thank you very
Erfolg,
much.
aber Ihnen und
And we're
Ihren
looking
auch eine schöne, besondere Zeit.
A great time here.
Es ist jetzt die Zeit für Motive draußen.
Okay, now we're going to go outside, and here
bekommt jetzt sein erstes Bayern-Trikot.
Carlo Ancelotti will get his first jersey of FC Bayern Munich, and you can take some photos here.
Also noch ein paar Bilder und dann schon mal der Hinweis, es gibt weitere Motive jetzt gleich draußen in der Arena
And we
und
can
ein,
also
zwei
go
Überraschungen
out for
für Sie haben wir
more
aufgebaut.
photo
Also wenn Sie nach
opportunities
den letzten
outside.
Klicks sich rausbegeben in die
So
Arena,
if you'd
in den
like to go
Innenraum,
out into
die beiden
the
Herren kommen dann
arena,
in wenigen Minuten
the two
nach und
gentlemen
dann
will
geht's weiter mit
follow
schönen
you in a few
Motiven.
minutes,
Soweit,
and we'll
vielen
have some more photo opportunities. Thank you very much.
Sehr gut.